Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you're listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries, the podcast, the daily podcast about Shelley, the girl who lives in her father's dreams. Today, we usually don't talk about Justin's life. Justin is her father, and he's called Dragon Father by the Red Dragon, who watches over them and tells these stories. So the Red Dragon lives in a dream. Joy lives in a dream. The Red Dragon can only talk about what's happening in the dream. She doesn't know anything about Justin's life. And Justin rarely talks about it. We don't know anything about him yet. But we don't even know what time this is. This could be the 17th century. It could be the 21st century. Well, we've had inklings, hints, and you can look for them. I won't tell you which episodes, but we do know what time more or less this is happening in. So in any case, he has a full life in his real life, in his earth life, in his normal life, as opposed to in his dream, where he also has a full life, raising a daughter and having adventures. So this episode kind of meshes his other world with the world we know and see. And you can see that right in the episode's name. So let's get to it. Episode 93, I'll Be Back. Joy's age 4, told by the Red Dragon. Now say it, I'll be back. Dragonfather and Dragon Little were at the helm of Bonny's revenge. Dragonfather was piloting the stolen pirate ship that had become their home towards the furthest star in the sky, where adventure awaited. They had time to waste, and so Dragonfather was on a mission. Dragon Little, now just a bit more than 4 years old, was not clear on what he wanted from her. Yes, but with force and with an accent. Accent? Like this, I'll be back. I'll be back? Or something like, hasta la vista, baby. Huh? What baby? That's not my point. Dragonfather seemed exasperated. You need the call sign. No, not a call sign, a signature. Signature? Like something you say when you attack bad guys, to put fear into them, or when you leave and you say you'll be back. Dragonlil was looking at him and shaking her head. He tried again, mateys. What's mateys? Or anything you want. Yes, I'm back. Or fear my wrath. Or suck my... No, not that one. Dragonlil looked at him as if he was crazy. I'll come up with better ones, he said. Dragonlil turned around and walked away. I'll be in my cabin. Dragonfather made a face and continued to pilot. Just as she reached the cabin door and opened it, he shouted at her, You'll be back. She entered the cabin and slammed the door shut. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags, Joy, Justin, mateys. We do know where he lives after the Terminator, right? Turns out there are no movies on the pirate ship. They just go and have adventures, and there's no movies in their dreams, which kind of makes sense. And she suffers from not knowing a lot of stuff about Earth, which Justin usually doesn't pay any attention to, and sometimes he does notice it when he talks about it. And we did get to know what kind of period this is. At the very least, this is after the 80s, right? So, because that's where the first Terminator came out. Late 80s or 90s or 2000s or this decade, next decade. Could be any time after the 80s. We'll know more about that soon. In the meantime, follow us tomorrow for another slice of life about the Snot Eater. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and in fact 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Harudek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more. Now say it. I'll be back.